All right.
With momentum and the world watching on, this is Optic!
Little map trying to break in towards P4 and have been able to lock this down so far. Still 25 seconds here. One more push coming in from Optic. Everyone through bed.
Metals, he's the one who's been hot for the Heretics on 4 in a row. Shut down by Mercules, but enough damage dealt for Heretics to stabilize and finish off the scrap time of the final 20 seconds or so. So we're going to get ourselves 110 to 64 or about that mark. Super trying to put pressure over towards the left side of the map already, and Optic quickly deal with that.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Big kill onto Super. He was trying to influence the spawns a certain way, or at least force them to draw that attention on that side of the map. But now it's Real's turn. Wiz on 3 in a row. Instantly going to get picked off by Mercules. You're currently in control of the P1 time. Rencor now is just waiting for his teammates to find some kills before he decides to go, but he has no more time to waste. He got to send it.
Bashy able to battle him back, but Rencor still finds that kill. Mercules also shut down by Rencor, and Optic all of a sudden just dealing with what they have left in the hard point as we swap over to check in with the comms for Optic Gaming.
Yo, piano steps!
We'll get piano.
Nice. Metal's weak. Metal's dead.
I got time.
Yo, right, Pelly. I'm picking up right.
You got time? Short. Yeah, I got time.
Okay, make sure you block. Time. Nice.
One more below it. Love it.
Yo.
I got top bed.
You and you weak. Yo, going right. Metals. First top P2 already. Hold on. We spun out.
We're player now. They all spawn short. I'll give you time.
You can stay out catch if you want, Kyler. I am. One shot on ult.
Okay,
I'm gonna refill catch. Look your underground.
I'm gonna tell you. You have underground?
No. Yo, deep long. Just 2 long right.
I have it.
Come on.
Nothing underground.
I'm holding close right.
Go left side. Nice. One more top.
Right. Another one right. Nothing else right. Push out catch. Okay, first guy right. Okay, Metals is right. On the marble.
One shot top.
Fireplace Metals. He's through the right then. Right, weak.
Right, weak.
You're in the corner. In the corner on you.
Yeah, exactly. One guy's left.
So that's one out. They're on you. Zip.
Yeah, zip and left.
Then one guy's going. Piano.
In the back.
Two in the back. One shot. All right, one guy's piano. Just calm down.
We're top T real.
Nice, get up.
Top T real.
I'm gonna hit left one time.
I'm hitting left one time. It's a T in a time.
Yeah, I'm trying to level.
White pass. Go front door.
Well, Optic had the solid hold initially, but Super just in another takeover mode. 5 in a row, 23 and 17. Get Heretics right back in the hard point, and they'll take the better part of the last 30 seconds.
Right
He's
here.
been a superhero at this P2 HP. Starts off flawless with a 9 and 3 start. Already on 5 in a row, 23 and 17. Still have a nice little comfortable 30-point lead, but this is where Optic kept themselves into the mix. This P3, you got to be able to take care of Dashy, who loves to heckless that desk.
Well, Shotzi hit by a lot of grenades initially, still finds his one, and Mercules will finish Super plus another round to
Come
Rencor.
on, Merc.
Real's free fire though, eventually gets a bit of a trade. Opportunity possibly here for Heretics to find some sort of a quick contest, but Dashy behind the bar limits this approach, just down to a couple of Heretics members, and Shotzi's off the respawn for another double.
They just keep on filling the gap properly. Okay, someone's gonna chow, you fall, I'm instantly gonna fill that spot. Now we create an extra layer, potentially a lead change here, but you can already see on your mini-map, Metals with a perfect route to flip these spawns.
Masterminds of all kind, drawing in to catch the COD action. Magnus Carlson
Get on point,
locked in
Shotzi.
as
Stay there.
Optic will see their lead start to grow minimally as we get past the last 10 seconds. Over towards Heretics. This is where they were flawless last time around. P4 on the way.
It's all about the opening kill. Shotzi and Hook already combined for 2, but Rancor Metals instant response. So who is going to get the close spawns? Dashy wins a big one-on-one. No one is spawning near, but at least for your Heretics, everyone is near bedroom.
Dashy looking for a crossing angle, trying to stay safe. Riel wanting to try to challenge this, wins his first. Can Hook follow up though? He gets the opener, but not the follow-up. Shotzi looking to go quickly around the backside of Patio. Finds the trade on the Metals. Can he get a second? No, not going to happen. Heretics not fully spawning in yet. They're going to have to run their way back over. And how about Rancor behind the bathtub? He'll find one, Super another. Now the help is here, and Heretics take the lead.
And all of the map is cut off. You already see Metals cutting everything from mid-side at the kitchen area. You're trying to approach from kitchen, but you're not getting anything done. At least you have one player in Hook who was able to sneak out from behind. Shotzi wins a one-on-one. You potentially are going to flip the spawns, but we can't get him out of the time.
Rancor so close to getting himself a Hellstorm. storm. Oh my goodness. Almost getting the quick swap over to the AR, but regardless of him falling, Heretics lock in the scrap time. 209 to 170, back to P1 and back to the focus of Optic trying to lock the time down.
P4 has been their bread and butter this map, number one, but Optic now have the side of the map that they want. It's all about the slaying. And already with Real towards top hallway, he is causing them problems. Right now, the pacing for Heretics is too much for Optic to handle.
Shotzi wins a big 1v1 though in the hard point. Gets the gap down to about 30 seconds. Less than that now as Optic trying to hold on towards this top hallway position. So far, so good. 30 seconds to fight for over P1, and Heretics playing the long game, just trying to lock down the left side of the map.
And right now, Hook is not having the best game. 15 and 26, but he's on 2 in a row. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish. A 6-point difference. It's all about the battle for the backside of these P2 spawns. Almost gets the better of Super, and that's the player that you have to focus on at this hard point.
Another moment where the two new guys up for Team Heretics, Super and Redcore, and essentially a 2v4 moment, get the kills that they need, and they find Mercury's lurking.
Like
218 to 212. And wouldn't you know it,
He got through.
The guy you want to get through is Shotzi. Finds the first, looking for more. Knows he's got one more. 29 and 23. Still has enough to take another fight, but doesn't need to. Mercules is there for help. Redcore trying to contest, but shut down by Hook.
And now it's Hook's turn to just hold down Kitchen as long as he possibly can. He is reading the pressure. He is playing the timing. Jumps on down, but Metals gets the better of him. And now Optic have 2 players out.
Numbers for Heretics has Optic vacated the hard point. Shotzi still alive and kicking. Has Real in the corner. Good help onto Mercules. No! Metals gets 2. 25 seconds to fight. Both teams could technically still get this over the finish line here. 1v1 for the hard point. Hook able to find the win. Is there enough for Optic to lock this in? Real on the back. We're trying to wait for help, but he's not going to be able to. Last 10 seconds. Redcore for 1. Not going to get the second. Last chance. It has to be Super. Otherwise, we're going to see another hard point.
Do you get the tick? Do you get the tick at that old time? Because you at least have one player off the rotation. A big one-on-one. Mercules loses it.
249. Heretics have the numbers in the hill. And a trophy system to keep him safe. Full flood from the front. Do you predict this? Redcore gets the opener. Metals with the follow-up. It's just up to Mercules. He's going to get pushed back. 240, 249.
Last push for Optic. Everyone spawning over towards that P2 side. Hook is going to invest on the route. It might be too long.
He's got to go. He's got to find some contesto from the front. Metals finds the opener. The flank is shut down. Instant call. It's a 250, 249. Oh, my goodness. It's pandemonium.
Super doing super powerful things, looking superhuman on the map, was the X factor in map number 1. Everything around P2, every time he needed to put in position to get a trade, he was able to get it done. And what an unbelievable finish to an opening map. Optic were fighting. They were fighting. They couldn't keep up with the pacing towards the very end, but they gave themselves a shot. I'm curious if that last contest at the very end causes them. But Heretics with the numbers, with the crossfires, and the teamwork secure it by 1 point.
It's the thing about it, and what we don't see on the scoreboard and in the timer is that they technically get about half of that second to get 250. They don't get it because of that late contest, but then importantly, they're immediately contested as soon as P3 opens up. That last flood, you thought maybe? No. Redcore, Metals stepping up big. And here you're going to see it, Super on the long play, able to shut down the flank and then over the top, letting Havoc reek over the bar. And Heretics take what would be a must-win map number 1, you think, and they do it in the narrowest of fashions.
What an unbelievable performance from every single player on the Heretics. Super switching between the AR and the SMG, just adapting to the pressure on the map. Metals consistent with his aggression alongside Real. What an insane opening hard point between 2 juggernauts. Slow.
Let's see that scoreboard here. I mean, what a nail biter of map 1. Miami, what killed us there were the P4s. It's just, that was the map. The P4s killed us.
Fucking Brucey, fucking shitting.
What the hell is this? I feel like a little baby about to suck on the teat.
Oh, Merc,
What is
was
this
it
little? What is this
it?
little apparatus?
I thought it was a two-piece. Was it a team kill?
I don't know who's though.
When Mark?
At the end?
Fucking
Yeah,
hook.
I think there was a team kill.
Oh, it was? Oh.
Someone team killed on our team.
Oh, I thought that was a two-piece. That's why I was stressing, like, go mid so hard.
Nah, someone team killed.
Oh, look at your heart scene.
All right, all good. We got rewind next. Miami definitely watched our VOD. I wonder if we go to the board and change anything up. Because we went a lot against Thieves yesterday on offense, so both these teams definitely did their homework.
1 second.
Non-stop progression, taking back control away. Metals having an unbelievable performance, dropping double digits.
Why do people play Miami on Skyline? To be fair, we have looked unreal on that map. I don't mind that challenge. It was a 1-point game, boys. I mean, doesn't fall our way, unfortunately, but
Thieves optic matchup was that Mercules on both sides of the bomb was having a really tough time by himself playing over towards Burger Street. Well, Heretics kind of used that as a bit of extra information off the VOD review. I'm sure that they were able to put in and say, hey, if he's going to keep solo playing on the barrels either side of the street, maybe we could just bully him out like Thieves.
all right, here we go. Map 2, fist bumps going out, starting up. Need a big bounce back here.
We have an extra.
Retakes, essentially what Thieves had done, especially when they're on the defensive side,
We
obviously.
have an extra one. Anybody wants 4 egg bites?
Impacts, thank you for the 20 on YouTube, brother. Brandon with the 10, thank you, bro.
Oh, Zim.
Jan said, just want to shout out Riley. The production of the streams are unreal and very enjoyable to watch.
Banana
Hey,
loaf,
thank you, bro.
fire spray.
And yeah, thanks to Riley. He's a cock, but he's ours. Here we go.
This is where Shotzi and Hook
Map 2.
can set the tone early on. Forget about that map number 1.
Indeed the case.
Good, right?
Shotzi's actually going to take an aggressive route off the rip over
I
towards
practiced
Burger.
that in the mirror, butt
Whereas
naked.
Heretics
Here we go.
immediately into
Round
the-
one.
You've been doing that for
Hook
like a
in the way, but
decade, Seth.
immediately
I love that shit.
counteracted. No problems there. Just a couple more delayed nades and stuns, and Dashy will be affected
well, they
by
draw
Heretics.
blood.
Gonna rotate
Fucking
the
dying
records
off the
back to
rip.
A.
And now this is all on Shotzi.
Yeah.
He's thinking that the play's going to be over towards B, but they are still playing it very patient. They know that he's going to try to make a play, and Real already opens up a 2.
Yeah, now it's just down to the last
Trying
two
to force
players.
right
both
there. Maybe
holding
lose a player, and it's
ARs.
trying to draw it
Mercules,
back.
Couple of shots gives away his position over the top of B. Stun just to check to see if there's any sort of force towards the B point.
Gotta
Not
stay
gonna happen.
alive, you two.
Real already in towards Shell.
Wall bang,
Pass
come on.
down to
Bang
Lloyd's
his shit.
key, trying to find
Yup.
and kill his Merc.
Yup.
Yes,
Yes,
one,
they're
two.
trolling.
Get out of there.
He gets out of there. 2v2 situation. Bomb on the ground. Quickly recover, but 35
Mace with a
seconds,
big
gotta make a
two-piece
play.
draws the round
Just
back.
ready to go. They are waiting. They are pushing their way through the
about an
The
ace,
bomb
Mace?
goes down. Mercury's in the perfect position.
Wait, where's
the
Brucey?
Jump shot not
Oh,
good.
super
the
wants to
retail
fight
not
Ace
better.
Brucey.
1v2
It's
ace.
a 1v2 now.
Let's be fucking great. Come on, Mace. Shit on him. Oh my god, he gets info
Reset,
and he's
Mace.
out.
Take your time, reset. Yes.
Gets info and he's out.
Wow, this read is insane. Take your time, reset.
Mason, generational talent.
Both players waiting. Here comes
Good
Merc.
job.
Back door.
Oh my god, the timing might be
Red
perfect here.
corner.
Turn.
Has he seen him? Now surely he has. Looking for the perfect angle. Merc's gonna hop on.
Oh, good.
Red Core's got no
Good play though,
problem
Mace.
popping
Reset.
out with the freebie, but wow, did Merc give him a chance?
Oh, that round should have not been that close.
What a try, Mace.
You turned
Yeah,
it into
great
a
try by
4v2.
Mason.
The guy walks through glass, and everything there is wall bangable.
Great try.
He was able to get out of dodge
Right there's our problem.
and almost clutch up in the one-on-one, but this is what caused them problems in map number 1. The aggression on the side of Heretics. Everyone committing, knowing what option
Yo,
to do
they go
on
A
their
first.
early rounds
Kai
on
Glow Will,
defense.
shut
This is a
your
spread
mouth.
setup. Watch every angle from a corner and just sniffs out Hook. Plays for the playmaker on Shotzi. And Rancor, the rookie of the year, punches
All right,
up for round
round
1.
two.
I love that out of Heretics. Just to again keep Optic on the back foot, just like Thieves had done yesterday. Same offensive setup here for Optic. Put Mercules over towards that street side. Super's already crossed. Ashy playing a little bit more passively. Backside P2 looking to see if he can catch Heretics for a quick play. And he
Okay,
very
they're
well may.
pushing
Yeah,
out
Metal's
Brucey.
gonna
Does he
give
have
the
any help
effort.
over here at the green crate?
Is there enough help here to push out Dash? He's down to
Yep,
half
he's
HP.
coming elephant to help.
On the way, though,
Oh.
from Shotzi.
Doesn't
He
fucking
goes
matter
the
'cause
kill.
we don't
First
check
blood goes to
walls.
Heretics.
I love the non-commitment right there from the Heretics because you know if Shotzi's backing up, someone is going to try to assist him. So you get the first blood. Still a lot of pressure over towards B Street. Could potentially
Mason gets
isolate
one.
onto Dashy. That's
Brucey.
exactly what's
Shit
going
on
to be
him.
here.
Nope.
Anyone to go
Not
for
another
Dashy to stop it.
2v2.
It's a 2v2.
Back up.
Map resets,
Yep.
just a touch. Mercules working his way back over. Here's the door pop. First clean.
Oh, fuck!
Dude.
Let's go, Mace.
Thank
Oh
God.
my God!
That's fucking dirty.
Shit on.
Oh my
Shit on
God,
that.
man.
To the green wall.
God.
Let's fucking
Come
go.
on, Merc.
He has been non-stop. And what he wants
Shit
to do
all
on
over
the
him.
map.
That was
Takes
disgusting.
so much space through mid-street. Flanks through blue.
And I know, like, first two of his bullets on the second guy were ghost bullets.
With Heritage again, striker for the first blood. He locates 3 on the round.
See?
Yeah, Mason's turn, bro. He's so turned.
Yep.
Come on.
The kid who was promised.
6 and 1 start for Mason.
For Merc. Nades over
And
top
fucking
towards
0-2
courtyard here
for Shotzi, the
Heretics.
veteran.
Trophy system gets down to the place to keep the defense concealed. Shotzi once again through street side. Merc peeking forward towards the front
Yo,
doors.
shut up,
Cheeky
McNulty.
setup here for Optics defense.
Yeah, Shotzi taking a little page out of Scrap's book yesterday.
McNulty?
He's going over towards
Wire?
blue, watching that cross in towards blue. Force him to work through B Street.
Oh, he gets out.
Battles is able to get out with 9 HP, and that forces now the repositioner from Mercules.
Yeah, they know that Merc is playing forward here, so this may be a
Okay, Brucey gets
rotation
blood.
over to Dashy's direction,
Over
which
at
is
Diner.
exactly what Dashy wants. Finds the first blood for Optic.
Good spread, guys. Good
Riel
shit.
throwing shoulders, trying to bait out
Perfect.
some
Why
shots.
are we
Hasn't
giving up
seen
A?
anything yet around A because Optic have bailed off and again are just waiting to see when Shotzi can make his play.
This is where you got to take the play to them. Try to work this
A
objective.
plant's gonna go down.
Good plant.
45 seconds. Optic with the man up.
Stay for your
Potentially on the
teammates.
retake.
Right on the other side of the fucking wall. Lay still
You
Hoosiers.
win these. You win
We're
these.
waiting to see how
Chill.
Shotzi
Beautiful
clears the
plays,
back at
kid.
this point.
Yup.
Checks the corner.
Good
job, Connor. Now we collapse. Now we collapse. Good job, Merc.
Hercules just
Get towards
trying
that
to play
site
the
fast.
scout
Plenty
here,
of
over the
time.
top through the cracked windows. Rencor underneath him. Metals close by as well. Trying to play off the previous bomb plan. He finds
Nice.
the first, but
Trade.
does not get away. Just
Hop
down to
it.
1. It's got to be Rencor for the 1. First shots are clean. Looking for
Please
more.
kill him.
Does he get a look at
Yeah,
another
nice. Good job, guys.
Come
on, boys.
Right there to find the
Come on,
pitch.
baby.
Plenty
Shit.
of time for the
Good
defuse.
shit. Good shit.
Good shit, baby.
Change up right
Yeah,
there
we
from
just gotta
Optic.
keep this
Wasn't a slow and steady approach from the courtyard.
Good
So
round.
take DVD away from
So
the
yeah, we just gotta keep this
over
up.
towards B Street, and that's what
Yeah,
sets up Dash to find that first blood. And then the patient approach on
Yo,
the
green wall's
retake.
upside down, dude.
You
Come on,
know
man.
that
Thank you.
someone is
Somebody
gonna
tell
make a
him.
big time play.
Somebody told him. He read it himself.
Hook is able to
Yo,
catch.
good read. Who?
Real
Yeah,
in the
great
corner,
read.
had glass. Right corner 1v3 though. Just too many bodies to account for.
Come on.
Optic, take the advantage.
Yeah. Crucial round coming up here just to try to establish some patterns, especially if you're Optic. You go up 3-1 here with Hook and Merc.
Back on offense.
Playing the 2v4 right now. I mean, it's not. I mean, Shotzi and Dashy have been playing both of these plays, but just based on how the scoreboard reads. And how about this?
Yeah,
We
it's a
don't see
stack
this
from
all that
Miami, but
often.
look at
It's
this.
a four-man
Right
hit
through,
from
right
Optic.
through.
Little
Keep
bit
going,
more
keep
stun
going,
information.
keep going,
Defense will
keep
connect.
going.
And yeah, it's going to be a track backwards. They're not going to try to play for the pinch. They're going to try to rewrap this and
You
try to
see the
contest
wraps coming
bomb
through on the
plan.
map?
At least for Optic, they're trying to pull them on that side of the map so they can get a free ball.
Wait, what? Come on.
What are we doing?
A little too much dip right there. He thought they were rotating. Yup.
Nice.
Shit on
Carlos.
Bad
Now just take this
as well.
corner. Yes. Someone
That is not the way that
move up
play was
halfway.
supposed to happen. That was supposed to be Optic
Yep,
thinking
back
that
him up.
Team Heretics were cutting back across courtyard. They weren't. Hook gets away with
Half
one.
the round
though.
gone.
Tough gunfight. Evens the odds to a 3v3.
Playing
Dashy
for
just
info right
looking
now.
for any information.
No matter.
Metals though takes out
Trade,
his
okay,
SMG
that's fine.
counter. Follow up good from Riel.
1v1.
Yeah.
It's Mason, bro. It's Mason. He's got this
Resets
shit.
1v1
Who we kidding?
with
It's Mason.
Super. Battle of the
Get out!
rookies.
Yep, go back the original way. Yes, good job.
Only 30 seconds. Bomb going to be down right next to courtyard.
Real
Super
legend
with the
shit right here,
repositioning,
Mace.
You're not going to be able to count him.
Oh, the timing.
I don't think
crazy.
Super knows. Does he know bombs down?
Taking the space
Oh,
away.
he throws
Super
a shot.
strong.
He doesn't even know
SMG in the back pocket by the look of it.
It's all timing.
Smirk
It's
up
all
and over.
timing. It might work
Find
out
the
perfectly for us.
timing.
Oh my
He's able
gosh.
to find
He
it. It
finds
just
him.
comes down to does he get the gun up in time?
Beautiful! The timing is perfect.
Oh, my.
Have
It is
mercy,
perfect.
mercy, mercy.
This
Wow.
guy is living for the moment.
God, man.
Whenever he
Mason is
needs
just
it,
too
he
damn
gets it.
icy,
That's
brother.
such
It's,
a big gunfight there from
it's
the new.
insane.
He is supposed to fall. That's an AR versus an SMG with Rencor most likely
Mason, we're
holding
going
the
to
pre-aim.
catch on me, brother.
Just
Can I
you.
come?
He has
He's just you and me.
unbelievable gun skill.
Just you
I'm
and me,
paying for
Mace.
him.
Give
You
his
can
team
come.
a
Okay.
chance there. And you set up the
Piece of
rookie
shit.
again, who makes another big-time play.
Hey, that's a broken play from Optic. That's supposed to be Shotzi and Hook swarming onto courtyard. Hook saves it, but another massive moment from Merc. So now 3-1 the
Optic.
count. Heretics on the
Optic.
attack. Shotzi.
He's got help here, though. Yup.
Got help from
The sub duo
and they will isolate
working in
first
tandem.
blood and force Heretics to make some tough decisions.
All the way back, fellas.
No need to rush anything. You've already been successful in
Nice,
the 3 but now a 4v2 with Mercury's picking off Real.
Mace is 9-2 right now.
Towards DVDs.
Yeah,
Do they decide
4
to send
rounds.
it with a 4v2
They
and it's just
say
going to
this
keep on
is
Come on,
firing?
guys. We don't
Gets picked off for free.
Easy.
Yeah, no
Big pick
1v1s,
from
boys.
Super quickly established. Medals off the
3v2
regen.
now.
He's the one holding on to the bomb as it's going to be Super looking for more intel first before they commit, and he's actually going to see a little bit of Shotzi try to get the isolation trophy.
He's got the trophy there to help.
And Metals once again has to hit the deck and play his life.
30 seconds remaining on the game clock.
Ink could start going around or someone can now.
And now Optic have
Yup.
surrounded. Shotzi
Finds
choose
the
perfect
timing on bomb.
Come here,
2-piece
Brandon.
shots.
Come
Beautiful
here.
plays.
3 rounds in a row now for the green wall.
4-1 to the
Starting to get
gentleman.
pulled on their side.
What a turnaround from yesterday, too.
A
Playing the
couple
map in
big
a
clutches.
multitude of ways that we had not seen at all.
And now here they are.
The first blood with Redcore. It's usually a one-on-one fight
Correct.
towards Burger.
Correct.
Once he has shots, he's super weak. He's not expecting
what's
him
up
to
with
slide
this
on
thing,
and go
man?
for the chow, but that's
I
what
know,
he knew.
bro.
He's
You
able
like
to
it,
keep
huh?
his
I
duo
kinda like
alive.
That's
it.
nice.
Gets the first blood.
No, it's good.
And
They do,
Shotzi
they
puts
do
the
good work.
finishing
And it's a
touches
really
on the
good
round.
coffee, too.
Heretics
Yo,
need
let's
to be
open
able
an
to stop
Optic
the
coffee
bleeding.
shop.
You need to
Down.
match
We already
the
have the merch.
aggression.
Well, had the merch.
We do like
can reprint.
We're gonna get
Like,
here,
it's a
Jay.
bang out
Call
mid.
Like a prophet. Real finds the first. Shotzi in some trouble. Looking for
Oh my God, shit on. Come on. How about a
bomb.
2v2?
Oh!
What's that? Warm up,
He
baby.
had to have gotten
Let's
stunned
go,
too,
boys.
right? The
He
other
was
guy?
like-
they were both stunned. They had to have been.
They are getting a
Optic
read of
coffee
what
shop.
is getting thrown at
Each
them.
creator, player
Even
gets
with
like a
the
themed
stun,
drink.
he's
They
still
get to
not
pick their
able to
own
take
drink.
down
So you can
Shotzi.
order
Trains
Maniac's
galore
latte,
on the side
Tony's
of the
latte,
green
Mark's
wall.
latte,
Then
Scump's
the 1v2,
Americano,
you
whatever.
stand no
So just like the food truck.
Optic,
Yeah,
big
but like,
point.
I feel like you have
Big
more
bounce back.
capability.
Is that Magnus?
Yes, Magnus.
You'll
That's
see
sick.
him here at the Esports World
Right
Cup
now, the
next
boys
week.
playing
Looking
chess,
for
not
some
checkers
big
on this
breaks.
SRD.
If you don't
Dude,
know,
you have the
well, you better find
sickest.
out.
You did.
Currently, the master
You have
like
the
that
sickest
shit?
references, dude.
All
Everybody
that
knows
shit?
you got the sickest references.
That's right.
What am I
Heretics
referencing
looking
right
to,
now,
again,
chat?
Just kind of throw the playbook out. Let's just run forward, see what we can create.
This time, instead of someone getting picked off early, we're just going to instantly work the bomb plan and play for a 4v4
See, they're
post
learning
play.
now. They adjusted late, but they're learning.
RCXD in the picture, though. That's looking to clear things out.
Not
by
21
here.
Jump Street. You're
Over
close.
towards
It
street
is
side.
Jonah.
Oh, God.
Oh, that could be deadly.
The
Wall
end.
bangs through.
See ya, buddy.
Losing Osiris. You got it right.
But the numbers with
Oh,
Optic.
Why are we still going through that?
Real. Post plan starting
We
to
got a
tick
flank
down.
coming in, though,
23
right
seconds
behind
the
them.
clock for the 3v3.
22 seconds.
Trying to re-wrap
The fight
this
at hole.
and,
And you're gonna
well,
fucking die.
That's all right.
Good plays out of them.
Yeah,
That was
it's
some
all
good
right.
plays.
5-2.
Has Heretics staying alive.
Good plays right there from Heretics.
Smart play out of Real.
This
That
is the
helped,
end.
though.
That's a that one was funny. That was a funny ass
Use
movie.
the RC car, blow him
That was a
up,
great
and
play
then
out of
all the
Real, though.
ARs just spray right through the shells.
When Danny
Still does
McBride
not
wakes
matter.
up is one of my
Switch up the
favorite
guns in
movie
hand.
scenes
Everyone
ever.
prepared for long distance gunfights.
Yeah.
The
When he wakes
teamwork
up in
and
the
team
tub and
shots are good
starts
enough to
like
keep
just
them
using
alive
up
in the
all the
longer.
rations on one
Is
breakfast.
it enough, though, just to hit these hard, heavy attacks to change how this map has gone? You would think probably not, especially with Hook and
All right,
Merkley
we're
just
back
kind
on
of outgunning Miami right now.
Dodge the
But
pre-nades.
I don't know. Is it enough for EJ? We're about to find out.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This Metals already takes a lot of
Yeah,
space.
medals up to
Oh,
elephant.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you want to go
Every
in there,
single play
Real, and
from
you don't
Optic
want
are
to check
way
left.
under the
You
run.
want to check
Trust me,
right.
Real.
And this is another round.
You
where
should
the
run in there and go
for
right
free
towards
Yeah,
the middle.
dead ass. It's a good play.
So
Great
now it's
play.
just down to bait and
Oh,
switch from
yeah?
your brother. There it is.
That's
Yeah.
what you get for trying that slimy shit.
Don't matter.
Put it in the thesaurus of
2v2.
how to play Call of Duty. That was beautiful.
Mason's
Trades are
alive.
even,
We're good, though.
2v2.
Oh, Mercules does put down a couple shots, though, so Rencore knows at least
Well,
the positioning of
I
one
agree,
player.
though.
Dash
Hanko, I
already
appreciate that
15
5
yards,
my
but
brother.
instead of staying
That's
stagnant
15.
in
That's
his
a good
spot,
15.
Unnecessary dick rest.
What the
Mercules
fuck?
unfortunately couldn't make the right decision here.
Let's go. We got Brucey, baby.
Most clutch play
Yeah,
that we've
come on,
had
Brucey.
in quite some time. Can he get this one done?
Come on, brother. Show me something here, kid.
Looking to get proactive.
Oh my god.
Fucking Call of Duty timing.
Bad timing. Bad timing. Vamos nada. Vamos nada.
Rounds in a row.
He's calculating calculated risk right now.
Paco with the $100 super chat from Dynasty Days to Heartbreak Sundays. I've never left. Bleed green, ride or die with Optic. This ain't just a team, it's a legacy. Let's make history again. Come on,
you're a legend,
Paco.
bro.
With a $100 super chat.
How about we close the map out this next round?
Yeah.
Let's
You gotta try to slow
Put
them
a
down if
fucking
you're
pin in
Optic.
it. Let's do that,
4 in a
Sean.
row for Super. He's got an RCXD, and he's cooking.
Come on, fellas.
Potentially
Close it out
an
here. Maybe a little
Hellstorm.
pre-nade.
Quite
Catch
a
them with
ways
their pants
before we
down.
really bring that into the conversation, but for now, it is something to think about.
look at
Quick
him,
hit,
bro.
once again, right over
He's
towards
not
A.
gonna-
Optic
he's
going
not
to
gonna bang
vacate
it.
the premise. And just again,
Wait,
Wait,
some
street
straight
presence on the heady. Get out. Yep,
Stay
get out.
alive.
So we
Stay alive.
Bruce gets the blood. Boom.
Dashy keeps him safe.
Metal's
That's
out of
Metal's
command.
bomb carrier down.
Oh, shit.
That's tough right there because I thought Mercules was gonna potentially
That
get
timing's
picked off there
tragedy.
because Renscore was not gonna be able to spot him, but Dashy keeps him alive. And the bomb being down in that position is very, very bad.
There's a car on the map somewhere.
RC's gonna get invested. Slow them down on the side of Miami. Shotzi takes so much space away from Berger, but he gets caught.
Yeah,
We don't need to get
you should know
caught
that
there.
Hercules is still playing somewhere through the middle of the map based on his position top windows. Stun checks over towards Berger, gets information onto 1. And Rencor is going to back away and reset this. And they're just going to leave Hercules alone. Say, you can stay there all you want. We're going to play for A.
All right,
That's all about
3v3.
this timing.
All right,
this
here we
bomb
go.
plan.
We've been giving them the
This
plans.
Optic just have to
Retakes have been
send it in
good.
towards the courtyard and
I'll
just
clutch
wait.
out.
You have info onto Rencor, but 3v3, 40 seconds.
Is this all ARs that are up right now? Sure feels that way for Heretics.
We're taking mid-street control.
They're backing up.
Look at
Good
this guy.
good timing.
Oh my God, he almost hits
Wow, that's
piston.
a lot of clean shots. Pushes Real off. Rencor.
Now we're
Yup,
getting
it's
oh,
just
that
too
boy.
easy of a
That
race.
boy, Merc.
As well, unreal. So now to the
Wait,
2v3.
yep, he's got the read on the
Come on,
repage.
Hoop. Come on, Hoop. Come through, Hoop.
Real finds Dashy
Does
off
he?
screen.
No, he gave
Trying
me
to re-clear the site. Does
What
not.
are we
1v1.
doing?
Mason.
The corner, but it's
Yes,
Oh my
Mason,
God, he's
good job.
hopping it. Oh my God, he's hopping it.
Super choose to
Oh
play
my
this.
God,
Hey,
he's
crowd,
hopping
shut
it.
the fuck
Yo, the
up.
crowd, man.
Trying to stick. Super gets there in the nick
100%
of
the crowd,
time.
but it's all good.
That's crowd
It's all good.
cheers.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all
Between
good.
two rookies. First one goes to Merc. This one goes to Super.
I didn't know that crowd was.
Yo, Riley, mute the crowd.
As Mercules caught
Unbelievable.
Rencor with his
Wow.
pants down, but you weren't
Come on,
expecting
boys,
the second
close this,
player
please.
to hit the same exact route. Ever since this young man has entered the lineup, he has changed the identity in this game mode. 6 in a
Fucking
row for
bullshit.
Super. Going into round 10
Motherfuckers saying
now.
nice, like they didn't
Do
just.
you believe?
He said nice, like you know they said.
Ah.
You heard the crowd.
Does it have to
Everybody
be
heard the
somebody else
fucking
besides
crowd.
Mercules? You start to
Come
wonder
on,
if
please,
you're a
boys.
fan of the green wall.
Please.
Different
We
look
cannot
here
go down
for
fucking
Heretics. Not playing with the
0-2
aggression
right
through A, going to back off and stack at courtyard and look to
Did you
see
just see him
Super
cross the
can catch
bomb? I don't know if you
information
saw
on
him.
the
Yep, close it out with your
transfer
plan.
Fucking
Thank
bomb
you, everything
back.
here,
It's going
man.
to be a quick plan for Shotzi
Thank
here
you,
at
Ant.
Yeah, hopefully Optic went back and did their
Oh,
homework.
no,
on
the
their
car
job.
bomb.
That's not going to help.
Yeah,
Rencor
Ant, you can
with
go
the
through middle
car bomb
here.
onto
You
Mercules.
get ass.
Strikes for the first
You gotta
blood.
get out.
Get out,
Bounce on
get out, get out,
Shotzi,
get out,
22
get out.
HP.
Nope,
He's
don't
going to
matter.
get chased down 2v4.
Dashy
I'm gonna
seen
fucking
dealt with
yak,
quickly
bro.
by Super, who's now on 7. Hook.
Check the bomb, you fucking idiot.
4 gets the first, but nothing more. You leave this diffuse for Super.
Oh,
got a
this is
cruise.
so fucking
He's got a
frustrating to
cruise.
watch.
Oh my fucking goodness, he's got a
Hellstorm
fucking
going
cruise.
into round 11.
Shotzi 3 and 8.
This is unbelievable. Out of the Heretics.
I mean, it depends what we have here, but
This
in the
fucking
first
crowd
6
cheese. I
rounds.
swear to God, if I ever see anybody in the fucking in a green wall, in a fucking jersey of Optic, giving us a fucking unfair advantage, you're out.
if they have a cruise here and they're on offense, they're definitely going B, and
We
they're
don't do
gonna
that.
go into gens right here, hold their gens, call the cruise.
Yeah, made very
Yep,
relevant.
they're gonna go get gens control, call the cruise in.
Optics
Actually, no,
stacked
they're
up.
playing super
Should
back.
understand the resources are going to be favored.
They're playing super back. Oh my gosh, 2 almost catches him.
If Super hits the
Oh, we're
trigger in
getting
this
too
Hellstorm,
aggressive.
he will
Nah,
get the
nah,
pings
that would've
where
been
everyone is.
perfect.
And that
Get
will
inside.
back to
Get the
Super.
Okay, well, they're gonna have
fucking
all the
inside.
information in the world right here.
Takes so much space up through the middle of the street. Everyone working over towards B.
No
As
way.
Rencor's gonna
That
try to
doesn't
trap
kill,
him on the
right?
backside
Oh my
of
God.
court. And Hipper opens up with the opening kill.
Metals. Is he going to commit for the plant?
7.
We've got a long route. Rencor finds another 4v2 situation. Down to Shotzi and Hook.
Come on, boys.
For what
Right
would be
here.
one of the more dramatic
Ice up.
comebacks. And Rencor finds another.
gotta be
just down to
fucking
Shotzi.
kidding me,
Dealt
bro.
with. No mames.
These
Are you
motherfuckers
kidding
are playing
me?
like
You've
a
gotta
bunch
be
of fucking.
fucking kidding me,
Down,
dude.
they take a round
To be
11
fair,
win, and
we got the
Heretics
team right now to
are
bring it
the
back. I ain't
series.
too
That was 5-1
It sucks,
down there,
but-
Allen. That's 5 rounds in a row.
Yeah, get hype over your fucking screams.
On the
You
side
gotta
of
be
the
fucking
Heretics
kidding me,
is
bro.
Out of every team, I got the
You
most faith in this
cannot
one to come back.
replicate that kind of performance there.
such a shame.
I'll leave it at that. I won't say too much.
In the first 6 rounds to just go
This is a fucking shame. This shit should not be going down this way.
Also, you can't say no mames to the Spaniards. No mames is a Mexican thing.
What an unbelievable search and
Well,
destroy
that's
there.
It's
Dude,
tough. It's tough. It's tough.
That's
bro.
a throw.
see
It's
now,
definitely a throw.
You are
yeah.
feeling it now.
it's a 1-point hard point and a 5-1 choke.
Here in our second semi. It doesn't get
Oh man.
250, 249 hard point, 6-5 search. What do we have for the Hacienda control?
All right, well, it's got to be a reverse sweep now. And the reverse sweep, let me tell you, it would be fucking historic.
What are you gonna
We
do?
can do it, though. We can do it 100%.
Punt? Listen, there's. I am unshaken.
Bro,
Motherfuckers,
the next
bro.
two maps are Hasi Control and Rewind Hardpoint. We can 100% win both of those.
I'm not. I don't. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Out of all the teams, this
So damn frustrating to see a team like these dudes here, man, and they've got all of the fucking talent in the world. They just took down fucking thieves, for fuck's sake. I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's pretty fucking sad, though. Why isn't this coming on? But this is. I don't know. Properties. They've got to do better. They've got to find a way to win this. Like, what's going on with my mic here? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to fucking support those dudes. I guess we're gonna play fucking stupid. I don't understand it, man. Should be doing so much fucking better. Hey, thanks for the viewership, whoever's out there. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. It's pretty sad. I really enjoy watching this team, but man, these guys keep us on our seat, on the edge of our seat for no fucking reason whatsoever. Like none. Oh well. I'll be back.
Carried them through this map yesterday versus Thieves. Those guys are frying and opening up lanes for the SMGs. It can be nuisances in the back of your spawn. So Heretics right now have an opportunity to walk away with a 3-0. Move on to the grand finals. Have a dance versus the Surge. This one you gotta lock in for.
Opening break off over towards A. Septex connects onto 2. Plus a stun check also lands. So Heretics full information on what Optic defense looks like. Hercules the one trying to be responsible for the open hallway. He's found the first one, but looks to be pretty cleanly, and then Super gets caught by Dashy with the pistol out.
Cannot do this.
The play from behind here for Heretics is limited. Just 2 players, and of course Optic know where they're at. Metals feels like he has to force himself into a gunfight, but then gets onto the zone. Stops the clock at 41 seconds. Dash, you have Spawn trying to challenge this, and there's really no help here for Metals. Hook follows up Optic defensively, keep the clock ticking.
The Heretics are out of their spawn, so they have a lot of opportunities. You're trying to time this pinch if you are Rencor. One player coming out with the respawn, but Hercules catches him off guard. So already starting off with the initial gunfight for Super. Again, lines up a double, almost makes it a triple with Hercules having a misplay. But the first segment at A is already done.
And you've got a little bit of help from Metals. Right around the corner, Super coming off spawn quickly through Secret. Hercules trying to decide how he wants to play this. Goes down low. Doesn't need to get the angle over towards Real. Instead has the perfect shots on the Metals. Following up off the spawn. Rencor right there. Damaged, and Hercules slides on forward to find the kill. Meanwhile, back over to A. Second tick of progress is locked, and Super continues to be in position to keep the clock paused, potentially.
That's all he wants to do. Just stall out time. Allow for his teammates to come off the respawn and open up with some gunfight. And that works out to perfection. Now you're jumping back on A to work for this third segment. Shotzzy, not the preferred weapon for the occasion, and time is going to be extended.
Of course.
Quick rotation from Heretics through connector. They take care of Dashy down low. Follow-up play, good onto Hercules. Shotzzy trying to track behind this while Hook watches over the top, but he's only got an SMG. Stuns, nades, all being tossed his direction, leaving it really just down to how the two SMGs
want to try to fix
this as all of a sudden B is under immediate threat.
We gotta go, because that's already the first gunfight in favor of Heretics.
What are we doing?
That going on. A double stack, second segment is already locked.
Third's halfway there. Dashy trying to get over through 10, not gonna happen. Is anyone able to challenge this? Hook will fall. Real on 3 in a row. Resets over to the AR. Shotzzy trying to make his way over, but no. Shut down. Metals by himself. The contest comes through for just a moment. Optic going in 1 by 1. Nade over the top lands, but not onto the force of the Heretics attack. And how about it? Team Heretics take the first offense.
Just the teamwork. And the play calls right there from the Heretics just caught Optic off guard. We're talking about a nade off the rip to find 2 towards top hallway. Then when you go clean forward dead, no one goes through lobby, no one tries to approach too well. Everyone works the OE, and even though Optic are not hearing anything on the map, they get a read that they're working the pinch. They were just able to get out of their spawn for free and not have to worry about the SMGs trying to cause mayhem on that side of the map. Super again makes a super duper play. 25 seconds stalled on the game clock. Teammates come off the spawn, clutch up on kills. My Heretics are just unreal right now.
Jay's mind blown, friends. I mean,
this is unbelievable.
Buddy is bouncing in the caster booth right now. Real
Don't
stun check.
worry,
How about this? Or maybe not. Puts both players down to essentially a bullet. Can't finish either, and just gonna reset. Try again. Finish your food, young man. And there we go. Team Nate from Shotzi will take
Great
Mercules
job,
out of the
you
play.
fucking
Shotzi by
dumbass.
himself on B. Working on the first hit, contested and dealt with by Metals.
Now Real and your Swan. 2 players already accounted for. You know, one sitting over towards well. One person is still missing, and that's going to be the Nuke. Trying to find an opening. 2 top secret. The player's off the to get a trade, but Super again lines up a double.
The life is getting sucked out of the lungs of Optic right now. You can feel it as Redcore just holds down the trigger and finishes off Dashy. 25 plays 21, and this just feels like Optic are out of sorts right now. A lot of individual gunfights not going their way. They will be blessed with 3 players spawning on each other, so now a chance to try to work something around the OE.
Real already gets a read on it. Now Redcore setting up for the rat back. Real wins a one-on-one and just gets out of dodge. Only 30 seconds left. You're going to have Mercules hop on the objective. But the Nuke finding a double is going to give them another opportunity here.
Rancor trying to watch from window side. Waiting to see when he wants to peek this. Stun check will reveal his position. Second member on the zone. That's Shotzi. Mercules pushing forward, only finds 1. Second tick gets locked though. Hook cleaning out the window. Clean for the first. Tries to drop down low into connector. Good read. That's now an opportunity to get the extra 60 seconds. And Hook is already putting pressure onto A.
Shotzi with the repositioning. I'm going to be top office. He just saw me at 10. No, the movement too good. First segment about to be locked. It's a double stack. You're forcing the Heretics to work that OE, and Shotzi had to cut off.
He's playing CEO right now inside the office. Riel and Metals able to find a couple to try to limit this Optic attack on A. It stops at a tick and change on this zone. Hook getting back to work again though on 3 in a row. Halfway done. Help nearby for Mercules. Long routes being established by Heretics trying to surround the point, but this is taking time. Redcore finds the first. Hook trying to float around through the top side of the office with Shotzi. They will clear the zone, but the lives have come down to an even tally.
Yeah, now Optic are trying to locate where they have gone. Because it's been quite some time since anyone got a gunfight in their base, but Real and Metals were already pushed out behind enemy lines. Now going to be able to put the other 2 players on the side of Optic in a spawn trap, but Shotzi trying to do it on his own on 5 in a row.
Spawn traps on either side. Clean shots from Shotzi on 6. Off the reload, has Rancor in front of him. Doesn't like the look of that gunfight and just gets out of dodge. He will survive. Here come Optic out of the spawn trap. Immediately on towards A. They're going to go for the stack, and no one's going to get there in time. Huge call for A to wrap back, join the troops, and finish off the B zone.
And it's all on the gunfight on Real. He was the guy that was the safety net, pushed out towards Spyro, but he loses the one-on-one battle. And then that's everyone from the Heretics coming off the respawn. Not in a position to contest it. Optic just kept on chipping away at that final segment. SMG starting to get activated. Optic showing life.
A little bit of a bless up that they all spawned in front of P2 together because they were getting picked one by one until all 3 players pop up together. But making the most of it is Optic. Tie us up to essentially dead even tallies. Yeah, even looking at the kills right now, it's pretty much as even as it could possibly get. So next offensive effort for Heretics after their breakoff was super successful towards A. Do you stick with that again? Sure seems that based on how they're coming out of spawn.
Everyone through mid-fountain. Watch out for the nades, watch out for the AR presence, but all of the Heretics are being aggressive through top open. This is where we saw Mercules. Be aware, head on a swivel, knowing that the pressure is going to be on that side of the map. At least for now, the game clock is paused for the Heretics at B.
It's a little bit of 2 things at once to certain regards as Heretics show force to A, but all of a sudden are contesting on to B. Shotzi's in some trouble, but manages to find 1 nade over the top from Dashy, also lands. And Shotzi, I don't believe he knows that Rancor is as close as he is, and Super will actually push over towards office side, not able to get the second. Dashy with the shutdown. More contest though, down low on to B. First tick being worked down with the double stack, largely in play as Real works on the long route.
Yeah, it's a bloodbath at this B site. All of the Heretics are just trying to stall out time for Real to get into the play. You're not going to be able to read this if you're Optic. A freebie #1 for Real. He knows that they're also going to be a player sitting on the top side of plat, but you don't have to commit. The stack is good enough to lock in this second segment.
He's going to force it. He's going to force it. Able to find the first. There's a second one nearby. Gets away. Rancor able to give him the support. That's going to be 3 down. Hook for 1, but does he even have a chance to contest this? Doesn't look like it, as Optic have spawned towards Boathouse. Nades will not get there in time. And honestly, it's just a couple extra kills that get tallied on either side, but Optic come out the benefit, finding Super. That will slow down the play towards A.
Yeah, but now Rancor is already out. So now he's going to put himself in position to play for 1 kill. His teammates playing for the trade. They get it onto Shotzi. Rancor now comes to life. That's already 2 dead. Where the hell are the last 2 guys? Doesn't matter. Rancor play for spawners.
They're all the way fucking over in B.
First shots. Wolf nearly gets smoked by Murph.
to play in this respawn. Had a slow start in the map number 1. But the green wall is the same thing like the Heretics, a momentum squad. And when you have back-to-back nail-biter maps, with one of them now going your way, you're going into a rewind hardpoint that has treated you well these last couple of months.
The thing about it is Heretics have looked really polished on this map as well. Most importantly and most notably, able to take down Atlanta on this map. FaZe on this map, you know what I'm talking about. The thing about it is that's a FaZe team that did not look like the same FaZe team that really used this map as a massive catalyst for success. You can't take away, though, how Heretics have played on this map this weekend, and a map that you would look at kind of in the series layout normally as maybe a guarantee for Optic. It's anything but that, believe me you.
If you think about what happened in map number 1, when it came down to the Money Hills, right now, the 4 most important on Skyline, they were able to lock it down even through the chaos. You best believe Super, who's having a tremendous series here so far in the first 3 maps. Him and Renkor's ARs will be felt. But it's all about the finessing for the spawns in those crucial moments. Who's going to be able to whip out that 3rd AR between either SMG to lock down P3, P4, because that is where you win the game.
You think Mercules is nervous?
He's like Karma, I'm telling you. I give him so much comparisons to the guy on stage because Damon back in the day was just a stone cold killer the same way that this rookie is.
He's just like, all right, let's go again. Like, I'm just having fun. Unbelievable scenes, man. So much at stake. But for the first time in a long time, Optic have shedded some blood from their boogeyman this year. And again, if you're joining us here late, the big story is not, of course, just Optic trying to go for major championship back-to-back, but Heretics have beat every form of this Optic roster, and we're that close to doing it again.
And the crazy thing is, throughout this entire season, for the Heretics, it's been with Hardpoint and Search and Destroy.
Good point.
That's now 6-0 in Hardpoint versus the Green Wall. 4-1 in S&D versus the Green Wall, but Control has always been a struggle. 1-3 in that mode versus the squad on the opposite side. But into the rewind hardpoint we go. Stand up.
You're going to be up in a minute.
This one. You can't sit with the
What's that?
so far today.
Unreal. You only need 3 fingers to count the amount of point differential in these first 3 maps. Opening first blood goes to Dashy. Shotzzy looking to push out the corner off his Semtex. That works. Renkor trying to work with Super to try to battle back as his teammates are coming off a spawn, but staggered kills coming through as Dashy is just in the firing range right now, and Hook will force the issue forward.
And this is the perfect break off there for Optic. You're spawning on the preferred side. Dashy locking everything down through the mid street. And you win the initial gunfights for at least 13 seconds to start off at this P1, but final 25 seconds, Dashy, the best pistol player I've ever seen in this world.
It's a weapon.
Doesn't even need to use it, but his teammates have in his back. Final 15 seconds, they have the rotation that they want for new as well.
Yeah, Dashy needs a gun. He's already burned through all of his initial AR ammo. Trades back and forth come through, but Optic will bounce back, try to reset the rotation to P2, and we'll jump over to a Bravia Elicited to catch the comms with Optic.
I don't think
Let's show me. Yo, one guy side yellow, side yellow. He's hitting side yellow.
Yo, I'm in front. I'm one shot. There's 2 in front of me. One shot, Super. Yellow was. The guy's still yellow. Metal. He's weak. He was really weak yellow. We're spawning on you. We're in the dump. Yo, in the dump. He's close car. Close car in the back. I'm marking the back with you. I'm marking the back with you. John, they're still spawning. We got white crate. Yo, back right. White crate with 1 bullet.
In yellow, he's so weak. Back there, yellow. He's so weak.
Yeah, another one blue. Back there, yellow. Just holding for a sec. Okay, Rankor's blue side up. Nice, good. Another one here. They're still spawning there. He's in the dump. Making blue. Making blue. We try to go?
They might have spawned. Let's push the 3K metals. Push the 3K.
Other guy's dump. He's not challenged. Yo, make sure you hold this, Brandon. Do 2 one with blue. One blue. First guy blue. Yo, pick up the right. I'm in. Yeah, he's on me hole. He's on me hole. He's 8 me.
Metals settled.
I don't see him.
What's in
He's
blue?
here.
First guy's blue.
Watch out mid. Shoot on me.
Where?
I don't know. P1's mid and one's deep. We spawn out. You gotta kill a mid. On me time. Yeah, hit my time metals. That's him. In the dump and diner. Try to be boys. Yeah, try to be it.
What's in glass? Glass red car.
He's in diner. He's in diner. And one's mid door. We're spawning. One shot mid door. He's P1.
Moments of heroic efforts over towards the backside of P2, but the rotation stifled. This Heretics really start to awaken now.
And now they are just trapping everybody else. They're not putting any focus on Shotzi. It's fine. You can stay alive on that side of the map. We've been able to soak up already 35 seconds at a hill that you're not supposed to get all this time on. Now the spawns flip. If you are Optic, you can flood your way back on in to try to contest this and not give up this full 60. But everyone falls at the wrong time. You gotta get aggressive if you're Heretics to block the spawns, but they don't. And now Optic still have a chance here at P4.
But they're fighting with their backs up against the wall. Real finds an opener outside street and is still taking a couple shots. All those elder boys, but Super, little Omni movement showcase gets shut down, leaving Real essentially by himself, but Super spawns up. Oh my goodness. Optic don't get the benefit of staying around the hard point, leaving Mercules as the sole defender of the hill. But he's got himself a pretty decent position. Trades are awesome for the side of Optic, and a flip comes back, or does it? Riel still spawns close. Shotzi doesn't expect it, and now it's just down to how long can Riel stay alive.
Hey, you got to play for him. Mercules, you cannot leave this guy here because your teammate is now going to spawn all the way across the map. Shotzi's giving you info. There's pressure through the mid-side, and Mercules wins a big one-on-one. Almost finds a second, but the pitch is good enough for a slight break for the Heretics.
Tug of war back and forth 50-50 as Beepers continues to rage war. 18 seconds of scrap. Shotzi thinking about it, but backing away as Optic looked like they're going to chalk and rotate this over to P5.
Got to give up this final 15. Whip out an extra SMG in towards the gens. So you can always find your trades. Heretics currently up by 50. They are filling themselves. Let's go for a listening. A Bravia listening with the Heretics.
Tengo el patio pin yo.
Voy a entrar, está una bala en punto.
Tengo patio pin.
Tiro punto. Tira también. Muerto, muerto, otra vez. Entre medias y su lado.
Another one there. Where the fuck is our spawn?
Me quedo tumbado con la derecha. Voy a tocar el punto. Una bala.
Te van ganando.
Izquierda, son dos. Punto y izquierda otra vez.
Derecha.
Sigue bancando, tengo
Tengo
el pin, tengo el pin.
Falta uno. Estoy contigo, Chema.
¿Tienes pilares tú? Ya estoy muerto. Son dos.
Escúchame, tengo la nueva delantera, ¿podéis sumar?
Dos extras, sí, te vale.
Uno sí, ya.
Sí, me quedo patio pin. Sí, azul sale. Sí, patio.
Doble, uno muerto, toma. Punto y dos, azul.
Ábrete izquierda, metal.
Punto y azul, ¿vale? Está en patio, Chema.
Te lo está chutando todo. Dos medio.
Vale, voy por medio.
Well, we've got ourselves a bloodbath here on Rewind. Optic trying to control the pace, but flat out, they're not able to. Super is running rampant, 18-10 so far.
He's destroying in these hard when it's still a 50-point difference. And now Optic are playing from the back foot. Spawns flip. Heretics just want to play keep away, and Real with the reaction gets the better of Shotzi. But now it's the second gunfight. That's the most important. You don't want to give up this time. You don't want to die in this situation because then you're going to spawn all the way across the map.
Rancor able to find one to keep the hard point open for a time being. But you can see the play for Heretics. Playing the long game, rotating over to P2. Shotzi up towards Gens. Maybe beats the timing here of the nade. Metals doesn't see him laying prone. Mercules finds the kill, and now Shotzi can make a play forward. On the backside flip, can Shotzi get two? Oh my goodness! A little pirouette for a double. And Optic will immediately flip the spawns around to Shotzi, get information on another! Oh, mercy! How about that for Optic? A chance to take their lead.
And I'm thinking of what happened yesterday. Just like champs, Optic starting to rally their way back on in. The second half of the game is totally different than the first. But as I say that, 3 go down. You still have players that at least get the close spawn, but Metals and Real combined for 4. God. They flip them out, and this 30 seconds is looking like it's going to be theirs.
What a counter break for Heretics. Mercules, decent damage, hoping for a second, not going to be able to finish it off, but Dashy and Hook can still give this a bit of an exit effort. Or can they? Heretics standing tall in the hard point. Hook forced to try to step forward. Shotzi just trying to contest everything, and apparently lightning strikes twice. Oh, don't do it to him. The stun comes out. Does he have the ammunition? Whoa! Bursts it into Mars, but as we look to back to orbit over to P3, it's going to be Optic who get there first.
And Dashy with a big one-on-one gunfight to secure the back. A 20-point difference. all of the Heretics trying to find their way in towards this hard point, but you got players pushed out on angles you're not expecting. Shotzi all the way up through Burger, lines up another double. He came alive in this game. Give me kill number 3, but he's weak. Doesn't matter. We basically have a tied one.
This is Shotzi saying, I'll do it my damn self. 155 to 155. Heretics a bit split on the map right now, putting some focus on the hard point while also trying to get some rotational damage done. 2 kills come through, make it 3. That's all 4 dead. Spawns out for Optic.
Oh, and this is a very crucial moment in the game. Heretics are going to lock in this final 15, and you're forcing all of Optic now to work that rotation. Shotzi, it's on you. The player in courtyard to potentially find an opening. You get the player off hold. Now Shotzi needs to get one.
He catches Super with a nade out. Trophy system in place, but
oh my God,
is just doing whatever he wants. Turn for Hook good. Optic will flip the spawns again, and they'll bounce back and retake the lead once more.
Now you have to set up properly. 2 ARs through the middle of the map. 1 person watching the pitch. They're going trade for trade. The nuke is able to find 2, but Rancor eliminates Shotzi from the objective. It does not matter though, because the close spawns for Optic allowed him to instantly hop back in.
Hook looking to finish off Metals. Toe taps with the pistol will work. First significant lead for Optic in a while. But Heretics aren't done yet. Hook putting them in their place. Follow-up good for the ARs of Optic. They're going to break the 200-point threshold.
This is all their time. Now you're going to the contest fest at P5. Heretics last time really couldn't make up in a difference. It was a 50-point lead when they left P4. It was a 50-point lead when they left P5. You need a good chunk of time here. You need to find kills and chain.
Long route from Shotzi, but he has an AR. Has to be careful with this, as again, it felt like all of Optic were running the AMS right now. Hook's got an SMG out. Shotzi will pull one as he comes back off the respawn. Mercules in the corner, able to find one. A little bit of damage on the Rencor. Hook trying to follow off of that, trying to get the double, but no. Dashy inside, not able to tally Rencor, who's good for 3. Off the reload, no, doesn't fully reset it. Shotzi takes over once again. Mercy, someone put this guy down.
It's the last guy in the hardpoint for the Heretics is going to be Metals. He's going to fall. So Optic now have the spawns that they want. You trap them over towards Green Crate, and you already have a player working on the pinch. You got to slow it down if you're the Heretics.
Heretics are in some major trouble, though. Mercules showing force over towards the RV. Still in the hard point is Optic. Cannot win here, but boy, can they get close. Nade for Super connects. Shotzi is off the reload, though. Not able to take down either member, though, from the Heretics. And now we take our focus back over to P1 with Mercules playing through the exit, looking for everything, but Metals will back down.
They only need 14 seconds. Heretics have one last hoorah push, and then this gunfight goes.
Wow. Fucking wow.
It doesn't matter how much Optic are down on Rewind HP, just like champs. They continue to rally together. The P3, P4 on the second half of the game was the turning point. Miami had it. They had it. The Heretics got all 4 in the feed, but who was it once again to break them down? Shotzi, Shotzi, Shotzi forces the game 5.
Oh, mercy me, what are we watching? What a display, though. You called it halfway through that game. It's another slow start for Optic. Things getting a little squirrely. And I wonder if it's Merc to come through at the comp like, yo, we're good. Let's just slow things down. Do it like we did at Champs and do it like we did yesterday.
Shotzi just changing from this SMG to the AR. He understood we were getting outpaced. We were getting outgunned in long-distance gunfights. So for him to realize that in the moment, to go on streak after streak, he is probably the best player I have ever seen. With the movement, the gunning, and the map awareness of what he needs to get done. He allows his team to force a game 5.
Oh my goodness.
The
The single best day of Call of Duty all year, if not maybe of all time. This one is shaping up to be a treat as we head into a Game 5 knotted up 2-2 between Optic Gaming and the Heretics. We welcome Ali, Enigma, and Nameless back to the desk. And I want to start with you, Ant. You have been around since the beginning of competitive Call of Duty. Why is today so special?
It's just unreal. I mean, we're seeing such high-level Call of Duty. These teams go back and forth. We're seeing chokes, clutches, everything that you want as a Call of Duty fan, you have gotten so far today, and now we're headed to a Game 5. You got the world champs on one side, and you got this Heretics team who they've been in the mix all year long. You could see it in their gameplay. They can taste that championship.
We got to get into the gameplay here, Ali, as we look back at games 1 and 2 from this best of 5. Miami Heretics, known as a momentum team, but how do you pull this off? Not once, but twice through the hardpoint and search and destroy. Excellent comebacks.
Listen, it's because of the pace this team plays. I was talking about it earlier. Our top side of the bracket is our most aggressive, high engagement teams that we have in the league right now. For our Heretics, it was just a bunch of heroics. They got hot very early on, and then of course we get all the way down to the wire where we think Optic Texas are going to get that final half tick, and Super makes an insanely risky play. He goes for that contest. He leaves his team 3 people on the rotation, and it ends up panning out. We have been blessed today with so much good Call of Duty.
As impressive as the hardpoint comeback and finish from Super was, the S&D broke my brain. We are not used to seeing world champions crumble, or if you want to tell the other side of this story, a ridiculous 5-round comeback from the Heretics.
Well, the whole story about them has been the brotherhood, right? La Familia, the whole unit that they have there, and when you
point and 1 round in control. Shift set at best. You can count the points between these two teams on 3 fingers. As we went into that final Game 4, though, who was the difference maker for Optic to get them to a Game 5?
Easy answer, Chotzi, obviously. I mean, the second he pops a 3, it's like it ignites something in the rest of the Optic camp, because once he does that, it's almost like we can't be leaving Ant to do all the work anymore. Then you start seeing pieces from Dashy. Mercury starts to get going. Even Hook, and it wasn't even just in that one moment. Shotzi closed that game out. He called game before second number 5.
Now we're going into a Game 5, and if you've been watching the Heretics all season, this is a team that does not shy away from search and destroy. Optic, they've been hot or not in this game mode. If you look at their numbers so far this weekend, Heretics 8-9, Optic 5-5. Game 5s have been rough.
They have indeed. I mean, it's one of those moments where you start to stand up if you are some of these superstars, right? We've talked a lot about their top players, and this is one of those moments where you cement your legacy well and truly. But when we're walking into this protocol, you're looking at a lot of the different strategies. Optic, if they want to quell those nerves and start to get through this Game 5 situation, very good with their set nades, very good with their breakoffs. They've got to continue that.
Big shout out to our graphics designers and our stat wizard, Easy Mac. Both teams on a 2 Game 5 losing streak. They haven't been able to go this far and walk away with success. One of them will, and they will move on to the grand finals. Who's going to do it? How do they do it?
We need to take our time.
It's going to be Optic.
It's
going to be Optic. I mean, they folded in that game too. A lot of mistakes. They had numbers in a lot of those rounds. It just gets away from them. I don't think that happens again. Optic win.
Enigma?
I got to stick with what I said initially. I think I'm going Optic 3-2, as much as that pains me, but the momentum's with the green wall.
Both teams are heavy momentum riders, but unfortunately, I think Optic edged them out just a little bit more. I think it's Greenwall in the Game 5.
Optic has had the momentum of the last 2. Heretics stole it away in the first 2. If we are going to tell the comeback story, the underdog story, as Spaniards are looking to secure a first appearance in a grand finals, how do they get it done?
They get it done by medals. We need another medals masterclass of what we got yesterday. We had the interview earlier on. They said when medals is taking over, literally no one can touch them. I think he's their X factor.
We're surrounded by legends. You are witnessing some on this stage. And here's another one. He goes by the name of Ian Chambers.
Thank you very much. Talk about a crazy, unbelievable, unforgettable knife edge semi-final going the distance. Who will lock in the spot in the grand final for a shot at this? Let's check with our live crowd here in Riyadh. Who's taking Game 5? Is it going to be Heretics? Let them know, Green Wall. Optic! This is it. This is what we live for. Game 5 is right now with our casters.
The motto of the entire event is nothing is granted, everything is earned. And we've got a map 5 in a series that, again, like Ian Chambers said, is on a knife's edge. Throw out the numbers, throw out the stats. This is flat out who wants it more.
Pressure has never been at this level. You have yet to be tested in a game 5 with Mercules on the lineup if you are Optic. But you bring in Super on the side of the Heretics for moments like this. Search and Destroy wins you championships. And it's one map, potentially standing between both of these young men. Everyone on that main stage to have a dance in that grand finals.
Well, here we go. It has been an instant classic of not just a series, but a day. So what do we get to try to elevate it to the next level with a protocol search and destroy map 5? Miami, a major comeback in map 1, a major comeback in map 2, but all of a sudden Optic come to life. Can they find a way to start us off with something hot? Map 5, here we go.
Gotta believe that Optic have already been in a position like this. World champions across
Get in
the
there.
stage.
Go,
Already are the aggressors, setting the tone early on. Instant 4v4 post-plant setup here at A.
Super had been a scene, I believe, over towards field side. Nades to clear out tower. Some of that actually lands onto Shotzi. And then Real gonna take a long route instead. Being watched by Dashy. Proactive play from Shotzi, finds the first. Help onto maybe a second as Rencor stalk over towards Spiral. You need Real. You need him right here, right now. He only finds one, though. And now the focus goes back over to Super. Only 20 seconds left.
It's 2v3. Both players from the Heretics trying to work through big door. Shotzi's going to be out of the play. You have to contest these fights now.
What a reset. Shotzi's way out. Can just come back over as soon as only 7.5 that are left, but Shotzi's able to find the first. No time to defuse. Super just playing for the final kills. Can't even get those. Optic strike first.
I love the initial play card there from Optic.
Oh, boy.
Even though they are feeling the pressure here in the game 5. A tone-setting round. To just instantly get the bomb plan at A. And play their post-plant setup to perfection. And I also love the play call there from the Heretics. There was nobody on the bottom side of comms. They were banking on their stuns and nades to find an opening. But instead of them initiating the play, Shotzi says, no, I'm taking it into my own hands. He secures the opening round with 3 in the feed.
Unbelievable calls on both teams. But here we go. Reset. Heretics, their first offense. A little bit more pause, a little bit more patience. But a pre-fire coming through for Metals. And Shotzi is just saying, I want it. It will take over Elevator. That is a bold push through. It's going to work out nicely for the Optic defense.
Push up.
This is going to waste a lot of time for the Heretics. The AR is watching across through the middle of the map. Making sure no one's going to edge out over towards that B site. A minute left to go. You get information on
underneath you. You know he went through. You know he's there.
Spot the guy close mid.
Yeah, he sees Real down low. So mid-map will be open. Metal's able to find Dashy, and Mercules is in some trouble now as the B site is wide open.
Ah, come on.
On the long play. So it's just up to Merc. Can he delay this plant a little while longer to get Hook into the play?
Find one.
I
don't fucking understand that shit. How do you turn that fucking shit off of this poor bastard's
Trying to isolate
controller?
onto Super, set up potentially for this one.
They know that Renkor's over towards Heli. Can't find him. Rencor finds the easy first, just down to Hook. Has to be a 1v3 of the ace, but Rencor just playing the spectator over all of this. A little bit of team fire coming through. The team shot's perfect, and Heretics respond.
And that was the answer for them in the map
He
number
has
2
had that
comeback.
fucking happen to him like 4 fucking times on this goddamn
Playing for that
series.
opening kill,
Don't make any fucking sense.
forcing the playmakers on Optic. I think they found an opening. Once Dashy falls, Sachi tries to set up on the pinch. He gets caught. And then you already have all the presence around that B site. Slow and steady wins the race. Hide 1-1.
If you do like stats, one of the big brains that are out there, something to keep in mind is that for the
Come on,
Heretics,
boys.
they are the second best team at securing
Nothing different here.
win percentages. So long and short of that is, if you're Optic, you don't want them to play.
No. Up and through. Get your ass over to
Has
B.
the defense pushing forward towards Elevator. Once again, Optic playing back here, though, and a little bit of delayed hit up towards mid.
It's all about calculated risk at this point. None other than Shotzi. Already putting himself in a very good position. Real strikes with the first blood, though. That's bomb player.
Yeah, shots.
God damn.
Rancor's got a knife out. It reacts perfectly. Merc was able to make the numbers a little bit more manageable, 2v3. And Dashy will collect the bomb.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Towards B, where it is relatively open at the
Go. Go. Check the back of this and get it down. Go. 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 What are we doing? What the fuck are we holding for?
35 seconds ago, Mercury's trying to locate potentially where Redcourt is. Bomb is now going down.
Finds Super for free, 2v2. Breaks the glass. Real will drop and join Metals to retake over through tower side. This is a bold challenge, though, especially with Mercury still in position here. Real will go up top. Metals will wrap around the sidewalk. Dashy has backed up. This first contact is everything, and Mercules has the freebie. Sure does.
Turn. There we go.
Up behind it. A massive bounce back 2v4 for Optic.
Unreal. Out of a rookie and one of the most clutch players we have ever seen in the league. You just take your time on your approach. It's Mercules who finds a trade over towards tower. It's Mercules who finds a second kill as well. And then Mercules finds 3 on the round to set up Dashy for the final. A massive swing round there in favor of the green wall. Slight lead now.
Competing chance here.
Who can Dashy?
Stuns, nades, moving over towards mid-map. Nice shots from Super. Mercury's still alive, dashing in some trouble.
Dashy's dead. That's okay. That's okay. Everybody turn right here.
But a bit of pause here. Heretics really can't step too much further forward. They're trying to get towards B, but there's still a lot of Optic members that are flooding the middle of the map. And Shotzi, he feels like he can make a play here.
He knows if he has to make a play, and the man disadvantage, the bomb most likely going over towards that B site.
They're at B, boys. I don't know how to fucking tell y'all this.
Heretics thinking. Eventually where the retake is going to come on in. Objective is going to go down.
I hate that shit.
Trying to be the island player. He's trapped him towards the back.
Bomb planted. Optic have to essentially retake their side of the map as they spawned in. Luke doing the dirty work by going deep.
Yeah.
Mercules finds another one for free. Knows that Super's playing in the corner. The hit markers Ortiz that he wants.
It's okay. It's okay. You know where one of them's at.
Hook around the back now, working with Shotzi. Both SMGs in play. And all this is going to take time. And no, Real meets him there. Shotzi
Motherfuck.
One, but not the other. Super clutches up.
Big round out of Super to just stay alive in towards the heli side. I love the play card there from Optic to just play for the first blood. That's why Dashy gets aggressive, because my Heretics love to attack through mid-gun. So he puts himself in an angle, just not able to finish the kill. And Shotzi with the
I don't know why Hook would even take that fucking route.
Heretics tie the game.
I don't get it. Maybe that's why they get paid the fucking big dollars, because I'd have never taken that route. Because I'm an idiot, maybe.
Bombs as an option. That's the last thing you want is for Optic to keep dominating you over the top of mid-gun. This time, no wasting.
Bloodbath.
Yeah, trophy system does deny the stun. Leaves Shotzi and Dashy for the first 2. The play for the defense.
Get that, get that.
Shotzi also reveals off of a stun of his own, but Super still finds one.
You seen him go up the fucking stairs. Get the fucking bomb down.
Backside stairs. It's going to be a 1v3 A plant.
No stun, no nade. Rancor's not going to stand any chance unless they give him one for free.
There we go.
Nope. And it's just another one of those, all right, you're throwing a couple of jabs at us. Here's our haymaker. Hit it with a little bit of tempo, a little bit of speed. I think just most importantly, that's the value of getting the trophy system down immediately upon dropping it through elevator, because otherwise Heretics have all the perfect nades that they want, but none of them land.
And a perfect play call to just match the aggression on the round. Inbound adjustments have been the difference so far in this series. Optic just one up them there. Again, up by 1. Back on the defensive side.
We got to set up a better defensive approach here. All right, we got 2 outside.
Yeah, very similar offensive look here for Heretics with Metals. AR with the bomb. Trying to peek over through the bottom side of A, but Shotzi
take your time, Shotzi. Take your time.
Over towards the top side of the map. Hook was there to supply the support if there was an AR to check, and it's now all of a sudden an early 4v3 for Optic.
Yeah, Real there was thinking that Super had his pinch. He had the tower control, but He was playing it real safe in the spawn, and now get out of here.
Look at here. Pick him up. Put him down.
Insane. With the way that he is playing in these last.
Oh, thank God.
Give him the ace. MVP Shotzi is all point.
Just a perfect play call from Optic.
And this is where experience comes into play. Keep in mind, they were just in a grand final a couple weeks ago. They are not afraid to make plays. You got Heretics taking a slow and steady approach.
He was only knocked down to 28 HP.
Giving up all that space, Shotzi's the type of player, he's gonna always take it.
Come on.
2-round lead now for Optic.
That's just one of those, though. The Heretics are looking. Oh,
Come on, boys.
Shotzi's
Don't fucking choke this one.
Oh, he's already there. He's everywhere. And now, potential for maybe a bit of a quicker hit out of Optic over towards the middle of the map towards B. Heretics have the same defensive setup through mid door. But a stun from Hoog, no.
Stay there.
Actually, I think get out of the elevator shaft, so no information in terms of Heretics playing with aggression until that little step up.
You have the info. They're going to be on the bottom side. Just going to go back and forth, slow down around, and this is what's keeping Heretics on their toes. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. Now this forces the defensive setup to switch up a little.
Yeah, to be fair, though, I mean, the Heretics are going to feel pretty comfortable with this setup. Metals is watching the elevator. You've got a really safe position for Super. The only thing that's really open is this route, which, oh my goodness. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile. Metals comes back over.
Don't worry, because
finds the trade and an extra. Red Core there to supply. Another elimination as it's just down to Mercules. Finds the first relatively cleanly. Pistol out.
Yeah,
no,
nothing to do about that.
And Heretics respond again.
Just patiently waiting for what shots he is going to do. Even though he opens up with the first blood, instantly find the trade, and Metals gets activated on the bottom side.
I need somebody to explain to me how this fucking works, man.
Took way too long, allowed that trade to instantly come in with no damage as well.
Yeah.
The Metals were prepared for 2 gunfights at the same time.
Like, what are we doing there? Why aren't we guns up
the bleeding
as we come through?
And just
I
a
don't
good
know.
micro decision for Metals as well. As soon as you start to see that there is a little bit of action through mid door, you got to get out of elevator. You don't want to put yourself in a spot to even go 1-for-1. Just keep your numbers. Well done. Defense for Optic. Going to pull a page out of the Heretics defensive playbook as they try to hit their big door. Super delayed play.
Look at here. Look.
Finds the first. Dashy still trying to
back
hang
up
on towards this trophy on tower, but Super puts him in the dirt. Mercules, though, proactive as you could ever imagine. Oh, finds at least one trade. Now has an SMG to work with. Tries to change things up. Has his health back and will reset the fight to the 1v2.
Head on a swivel now if you're the Heretics. Bomb is going to get planted. There's the
Oh, thank God.
That is just simply unbelievable. Optic with their backs. But then they start to gain momentum.
The White Tiger Woods
has treated them well all weekend long. But then the experience came into play here. A 2v4 clutch, a 1v3 from a rookie is the difference. And Optic move on.
Well, I wish Post would do shit like that, but they fucking won't.
Heretics will still have
The fun fucking golf tournaments and shit.
in the third place matchup.
Yeah, but they have fucking 12 people show up.
Into the pockets, but of course the organization is still looking for